mid-January days in Michigan. Some snow, some rain, a lot of gray, and a lot of blah. So come on inside Wayne State Fieldhouse. Let's get in a better mood. Really good ball game coming up tonight. The Osceola Magic up from Florida, Orlando's G League affiliate, to take on the Motor City Cruise. Evan Stockton, Reggie Butler back with you. Glad you're making some time for us on a busy January Tuesday night of sports. Reg, this is a really fun matchup. The Cruise have been great at home all year. They've won 7 of 10. And the Osceola Magic have about as much raw talent as any team in the G League. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch tonight.
It will. It's cold outside, but the talent has it hot in here.
Now let's look specifically at one of the more talented players in the G League and certainly one of the best for the Osceola Magic. You probably remember this dude, Mac McClung, with one of the more impressive slam dunk contests we've seen in a while last year. He won the darn thing. He's impressive dunking the ball, Reggie, but what's more impressive watching him this year, he's having a heck of a season.
He is. He's shooting the ball well, shooting at about a 38% clip from three-point line. He has over 100 assists so far this season. He's just playing all around phenomenal. He's looking to get called up again.
Gate City, Virginia's finest, Mac McClung, has played some darn good basketball all year. On the other side of the things for the Cruise, huge reason why they've been about as consistent as anyone in the G League, even with a lot of roster turnover. When you've got Xavier Simpson manning the controls, you're going to win more basketball games than you lose.
Absolutely. He's just a leader. He's won over 100 games in college at the University of Michigan. He's come to the G League, and he's just been a leader through and through. Shooting that sky hook, passing, directing traffic, and he's improved his jump shot.
You know, as that chant says, it's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. Xavier Simpson on the Cruises roster. Jet Howard, Jawan's son. Oh, by the way, another Michigan Wolverine. DJ Wilson is also on the Osceola Magic's roster. A lot of Michigan ties. Tonight, the day after their football team won the national championship last night. Sorry, any Spartan fans watching, I'm contractually obligated to tell you that. Let's do it. Going to be a fun game tonight. Cruise and Magic. First in a 6-game homestand for the Motor City Cruise, and the first out of 2 games in 3 days against the Osceola Magic. We keep getting ready for the game and tip. Jameel McMillan, the head coach for the Cruise, joins us when you come on back to Wayne State Fieldhouse in Midtown Detroit. Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Back at Wayne State Fieldhouse, a gray and gloomy night. So come on inside with us and let's enjoy what's going to be a really fun G League matchup tonight. A couple of talented teams, the Cruise and the Osceola Magic, locking horns on a Tuesday night. Evan Stockton back with you. Pleased to be joined as always by Cruise head coach Jameel McMillan. Coach, you guys are back after playing at Texas over the weekend. You start hot in that game, but you end up losing by double digits. How'd you see that game the other night?
Yeah, it was a good test for our basketball team. You know, that group, when you look at their roster, they got NBA players out there. Those are pros. And so the principles and everything about being solid in the details of the game kind of crept us almost in the second quarter there a little bit. We got deflated there with some of our shots just weren't falling. And we weren't able to sustain our effort there throughout the latter part of the first half and just never able to catch up going into the third quarter and throughout the fourth. And so the details matter. They matter. And so those shots were going in early. We had to change our attempts. We took way too many challenge shots, a lot of mid-range challenge twos. That's a testament to those guys and how they forced us to play. And so we just got to change our opportunities. You know, we can shoot the ball from range, and so we're looking forward to doing that tonight.
I know it's early in the regular season portion of the G League schedule, but in terms of the entire slate of things, you're starting to get to those dog days, the middle part of it. Sure. Comes in any sport, but specifically hoops, it's that time of the year. As a coaching staff, how do you get guys to fight through those dog days and stay attention to those details you're talking about?
Just keep their mind on their purpose. You know, what is your purpose for being here? What is your purpose for playing the game? And so, you know, when you always have those mini milestones throughout each game, throughout each week, things that you can improve on, those couple things as a group collectively, but more importantly individually, that keeps these guys going. And so we got some guys banged up. I think the whole league is banged up at this point. It's January, like you said, it's cold. And so, you find things within that keeps you competing, and then it always helps. These guys know the league. They know their peers on other teams. They know what guys are doing around the league, and so they want to perform and they want to compete at a high level.
Not only the injuries, but you guys have had people leave the team. Jonte Porter obviously left last month. David Nwaba just signed an international deal. So not only fighting these details, but all the news guys coming in and out. As a coach, how do you fight that up? I'm trying to get this to be a cohesive group, but I honestly do not know what group I'm going to have tonight.
That's the beauty of the challenge, and that's what the drive behind me showing up every day and trying to help these guys any way they can, but just making sure everybody understands, this game is a simple game. If you keep it simple and you live with being boring, it tends to work out in your favor. And so we just got to be comfortable with being boring, and things tend to work out in our favor.
When you're going to interview for more jobs in the future, comfortable being boring, I don't know if that's going to work in the job interview, Jamal.
I'm getting through it. I'm getting through it. But, my guys look at me that way, and it's just like, listen, he's right in front of you. Just throw it to the guy that's right in front of you. You don't have to do too much. And so, the fundamentals, the details, things you've learned in basketball camp in elementary and middle school. You just got to fine-tune those things. But use each other. Give each other space to operate. Use each other as far as screening, getting out of each other's way, but allow the game to work for you. And that's the main thing. It's just these guys, they love to press, and that's what we did in the Texas game. A couple guys were pressing too much. Just got to let the game work for us. We should be fine.
Looking forward to tonight, this Osceola Magic roster that you're about to play 2 times in 3 days. A lot of talented guys. Couple of former Michigan Wolverines, which will make the people here tonight happy. Mac McClung, who won the dunk contest last year, but he's having a heck of a year. What stands out to you early scout on their roster?
These guys are active. They've got some NBA talent that, they've put together some solid careers over there in their campaign. And so this game is going to be about pressure and handling pressure. They are a very active group on the defensive end. They force a lot of turnovers. So we really got to secure the basketball, keep them out of transition. They get up and down, and like you said, Mac McClung loves going upstairs. And so we got to keep those momentum plays out of the game. They thrive on that stuff, and we just got to reduce those, make sure we're executing at a high level, but we can't turn it over. It's going to be a long night.
Looking at their franchise as a whole, they've been down in Lakeland for years. Now they're in Osceola, but Orlando Magic on the rise as a franchise,
sure.
a G League affiliate that's right near there, and obviously the crew's so blessed being close to the Pistons, and
right,
Pistons building every single day. How much of a benefit is it as a NBA franchise to have your G League affiliate so close by?
Tremendous. It goes back to what we were just discussing with guys showing up in these dog days, understanding where our respective older brothers, so to speak, are in their season and what they have going on and the opportunities that are there. You get to have guys directly across the hall from you that just get to evaluate everything you do as a professional on a day-to-day basis. And so really respect what Coach Mosley and his group has done in Orlando the last couple of years and building that core group. Paulo Banchero is unbelievable. Went to my high school, so I'm biased. Seattle guy, but really proud of what they've been able to put together. Coach Mosley's awesome, and these guys here that we play tonight, they follow suit in a tremendous way. So really looking forward to the competition. Should be a fun night.
Looking forward to this ball game between the Crews and the Magic, and appreciate Coach's honesty at all the times. By the way, just had a kid. How long is it ago now? A month ago? 3 weeks ago?
December 15th.
Okay.
So
like
working on 3.5 weeks there.
The amount of sleep this man has gotten since the last time we saw him is remarkable. You got a little caffeine and you look great.
I'm feeling phenomenal. Yeah, it's been a journey. It's been a process, but the last week I've thus maneuvered and made some in-game adjustments. So I'm living much better now.
You sound so much like a coach. Boring in-game adjustments. Truly, you were born to do this.
Working on it. Work in progress.
Dad, you're welcome. Coach, appreciate your time as always.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.
Crews and Magic coming up. Going to be a fun couple of days of basketball between the Crews and the Osceola Magic. Tip-off from Wayne State Fieldhouse coming up right after this. Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores! Kicking off a 6-game homestand for the Motor City Cruise. First out of 2 in 3 days against a team that they don't play a whole heck of a lot. The Osceola Magic, the artist formerly known as the Lakeland Magic, coming to Wayne State Fieldhouse to take on the Cruise, who have been great at home this year. They've won 7 out of their first 10 here in Midtown Detroit. Evan Stockton, Reggie Butler back with you. Glad you're making some time for us on this busy Sports Tuesday on a gloomy mid-January day in Detroit. Reg, looking at the starting fives for these two teams, we've talked about McClung and a lot of the talent for the Magic. Cruise starting 5, pretty darn similar to what we've seen all year. Who stands out on those screen for both teams?
You have to say Mac McClung and Xavier Simpson, the guys we highlighted before, because they're really the keys behind what makes each team go.
Mac McClung, the guy who won the dunk contest last year, having a great year. Nearly 26 per game, 6 assists per game as well. And Xavier Simpson, a little bit of everything every single night for the Cruise. Magic in the white, Cruise in the blue, off we go. Kicking off this 6-game homestand for the Cruise. First touch for former Michigan Wolverine, DJ Wilson. Playing a 2-man game with McClung. DJ lets it go and misses the first shot of the ball game.
Yep, but the Magic wants to be sure that multiple people were involved, and Wilson ended up with the shot. It just didn't fall.
Here's Simpson. We expected one more Michigan Wolverine tonight, but Jet Howard is out due to an illness. We'll see if he's back in the lineup for the Magic on Thursday. Xavier Simpson's patented hook shot off that time. Morales starting in the place of Jet Howard, the rebound for the Magic. McClung, long J is good. That's a 3 and a strong start for Gate City, Virginia's finest.
Yeah, and that's where he's really improved his game, that 3-point shot. He was always known as a dunker in high school and had a lot of highlight dunks in college as well, but him improving his shot is what's really taking him to the next level.
Speaking of improvement, it's been so much fun to watch Roden get better from last year to this year. First 2 of the game for the Cruise. And the rebound for Simpson after his old teammate Wilson missed it. Cazelon, quick trigger, that one off.
Yep, and Roden, he's trying to find the next level of his game as well, trying to refine it. He has a lot of tools. That's why the Pistons like him and have him as a two-way player, but it's all about refining it.
Speaking of refining, as you were just talking about, Mac McClung, maybe he doesn't make that shot last year. He makes that shot this year.
Absolutely. As you slow down, get older, those shots start to go in because you focus on your skill more rather than athleticism.
Roden, again, all the points so far for the Cruise.
Roden turning into a score.
19, 10, and 7 at Texas on Saturday for Jared Roden. McClung driving, missing the shot that time. Miscommunication and a turnover. McClung gave it up. Plowden got fouled on the way to the basket.
Yep, and the Cruise there weren't on the same page with that inbounds pass, and it allowed the Magic to steal it and get to the free throw line.
Well, it's interesting, Reg, to see that turnover for the Cruise there, leading to the Magic going to the line. That's what Coach McMillan was telling us before the game. I just thought we weren't good with the details against Texas over the weekend. So that type of play is not going to make him happy
2 minutes and change into the game for sure.
No, not at all. Coach McMillan, he's very detail oriented. Being able to do the right things at the right times, and that wasn't one of them.
Plowden makes the 1-for-2 free throw. Back up to a 3-point lead for the Magic. Roden falling away and feeling it early. He scored all 6 of the Cruises points.
I watched Roden in warm-ups, and he wasn't missing. It's an extension of warm-ups right now.
Morales, first shot. Rebound tap to Simpson. Ahead to Owoma. A two-handed flush and a Cruise lead.
And there's Simpson, always looking up, always finding the right man.
McClung. No good. Rebound. Volleyball spiked off a couple of bodies. Still Magic ball.
Yep, and that one went kind of high. And you see a lot of, with all the jump shots that are being shot, you're going to see a little bit wilder rebounds early in this game.
Right there, Reg. That's what you were talking about. Xavier with his eyes up. Looking like a quarterback surveying the defense. Plowden, yes. Magic back in front.
Yeah, for Simpson, you don't win 100 games in college shooting all the balls. He did a lot of passing.
Xavier Simpson and John Teskey are the 2 Michigan Wolverines who have played more games than anyone in program history. Nathan Knight, halfway down and out.
And you'll see Knight do that. He'll pick and he'll pop. He's a versatile player.
Guy who came over from the Maine Celtics a few weeks ago now. Wilson off the feed, and he got the kind roll. McClung set it up, and Wilson's got his first basket. And now Max got it back after a Cruise turnover. Sloppy early.
But some games are like this. With this being the first of the 2 games, both teams are filling each other out.
Right on cue. Magic turn it over. Get it in the hands of Roden and let him work. Jared is feeling it early on a Tuesday night in Detroit.
And you saw his strength there. He knew he had McClung on him, who's a good player, but the smaller player. He just didn't stop. Roden plowed his way in there and went up strong.
Reg, I'd have to imagine when Roden sees a guy like McClung on him, as you say, big wide eyes, get the heck out of the way, I'm getting downhill.
Yeah, exactly, and he did it the right way. His shoulder was low. He didn't go through him. He went past him. Some contact happened on the way, and that's what the weight room is for. If you ever wondered why basketball players should lift weights, that was a great example.
Roden's a well-built 6'5", 210, and he has scored all but 2 of the Cruises' points so far tonight. Plowden on the bounce to Oni. One more bounce to Wilson. And Knight got it back. A couple of Magic players behind the play. Simpson, what a find to Owoma. Cruise back in front.
Oh, Simpson always looking up. I mean, he's one of the best point guards in the G League.
It's 2 times in what, a minute? Keeping his eyes up, leading to good things happening. Plowden. Made that shot earlier, missed it that time.
Yep, and that's a shot you'll see these pros take. When they come off that screen, what might have used to not been open per se in high school level, but when they come off that screen, there's an expectation. You got to shoot that ball.
I mean, heck, Reggie, you and I saw a lot of Daquan Plowden in college at Bowling Green. He didn't shoot that shot at Bowling Green. Now he shoots that shot.
Absolutely. He's adjusting.
Timeout at Wayne State Fieldhouse. These 2 teams have played a lot of tight games all year, and that's the way it's shaping up early. Good one brewing in the first game of a 6-game homestand for the G League affiliate of the Detroit Pistons.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Everywhere you look this time of year, people are running, and that's a great thing because running is an excellent exercise, especially for your cardiovascular and musculoskeletal systems. But the question is, are you running a safe running program? All too often, people are hobbled by things like shin splints and patellar tendonitis. But luckily, simple things like stretching and warm-up, the right running shoes, and realistic weekly mileages can keep you in your running game. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
The future of the NBA, that's starting today. Welcome to the NBA G League. Today, we're panning for nuggets of gold, searching for what's never been seen. Today, watch us set new trends and crown new kings. Today, we're igniting the sparks that's blazing new trails. Buckle up and watch today's G League become tomorrow's NBA.
Jamel McMillan still in the midst of his first season leading the Motor City Cruise, and it's hard not to be impressed with the job that Coach has done. A lot of roster changes already, pieces moving up and down and all over the place. But Reggie, I think what's most impressive when you talk to Coach McMillan before games, after games, like we get the chance to do, is that calm, steady presence on the sidelines. He's calm in the midst of choppy waters sometimes. And you can really see it reflected in his team each and every game.
Yeah, he is. And remember, he's a person who's about the details. When you're about the details rather than the emotion, it keeps you calm. He just wants to see the right things happen.
Guy who was born and bred to do the job. His dad, Nate, longtime coach in the NBA. Magic can take the lead back here. Couple of lead changes already in this one. There's another one. DJ Wilson gets the shooter's roll.
Yep, and DJ Wilson, he's carving his way out inside. He's had a floater, a layup there, and he really wants to establish himself early.
It's now 4 lead changes in the first half of the first quarter. Jared Rhoden once again. That is 12 points already.
Yep, and good shot by Rhoden. And also, that was a great back screen by Knight. They saw that coming. Cazelan saw that develop, and Knight came up, set the flare screen, and it was right on time.
And with the way that Rhoden is shooting it so far tonight, you give that guy any little bit of airspace, as they did right here, bad decision.
Absolutely, and that's the exact shot, one of the other shots he was working on in warm-up. So it goes to show he's visualized tonight.
Jared literally has not missed. He's 5 for 5. Guy into the ball game, filling it up. That's Kevon Harris for the Magic. Back and forth we go. That's our 5th lead change. Simpson almost made it a 6th lead change. His former teammate at Michigan, Wilson, tracks down the rebound.
Yeah, Wilson says, hey, I know where your misses go.
It's like that Dennis Rodman clip on The Last Dance. I know where the rebound's going to go. You know, it's going to go this way or that way.
Yep.
And it's going to stay with the Magic, but the shot clock is not their friend here. There's only 6 seconds on that ticker.
Both teams still trying to clean things up and be a little more precise.
Good sign here, Reg. And the substitutes for the Cruise, Jace Johnson is in, and Stanley Amude, who's missed the last 3 games.
Yep, and Johnson there is bringing much-needed size to the Cruise roster.
That time he tried to get in front of Wilson driving baseline, but it ends up being a foul on Johnson.
Yeah, Wilson knows that, hey, Johnson might be a little bit bigger, but I have the speed advantage in this matchup.
Shot clock resets to 14 after that foul. Oni left alone. Rebound to Womack. Amude, first touch, first shot. Glad to have you back, Stanley.
That's what he does. His job isn't to think about if he's open or not. His job is to shoot the ball, and he's doing it.
22 per game for the former Arkansas Razorback. Oni behind Morales. Maddox picks it up. Trey, Maddox, no good. Rebound Wilson. Quick reload for the Magic. Wilson amidst a lot of bodies. And a rebound for Amude.
Yep, and the Magic are doing a good job of getting offensive rebounds. The Crews are going to want to make sure that they limit them to 1 shot.
Cold start for Xavier Simpson. Just nothing has fallen early.
Yeah, but he's had some games like this where things weren't in order, and then you saw him turn it on in the fourth quarter and make some game winners before. He's such a mentally tough player.
You know, Reggie, that this guy coming back home is going to want to have a good game. Trey Maddox, the former Western Michigan Bronco, the former Novi Wildcat, got the ball and said, you know what, I'm driving to the basket with this one.
Absolutely. He had to take that tough shot clock three-pointer a possession ago, but this one he wanted to get to the hole. Everybody wants to score when they come home.
Maddox has had a long and winding basketball career. Took Novi High School to the state semifinals. Novi's about 30 minutes from Detroit. Then he went to Oakland, then to Cal State Fullerton, then finished at Western Michigan. And now he's in the pro ranks with the Magic's G League team. He is racking up the frequent flyer miles.
Absolutely. He's a guy that a lot of local people here are proud of, and he's a great kid, and here he is in pro ball. You know, you imagine they would be there because of their talent, but just knowing all of these local guys, I mean, I'm sure his family's so proud of him.
And you got to imagine there's a few familiar faces in the crowd tonight for Trey, and in a couple of days when the Magic play the Crews again. Simpson, the steal. There you go, Reg. The crafty play of Xavier Simpson. 2 more points for the Crews.
You can't keep a good man down a long time. He's going to make something happen, whether it's with his defense or some other way.
Morales in and out. Rebound to Mude. Crews keep growing the lead here. Inside, Johnson could not catch it, and it's out of bounds off of Jace. He's not quite sure that was the right call.
Yeah, well, I think he knew it hit him, but he's like, hey, a guy was holding on to my neck. So he's like, wait, under what other circumstance would a guy trying to catch the ball be allowed where somebody's holding on to his neck?
It's one of those deals where you're like, they're hanging on to me, and the ref goes, well, it's because you're big. He's like, that's not my fault.
No, big guy to big guy, that's the most frustrating thing.
Oni, great shot fake. Missed the 3, though. Long rebound, tapped to Johnson. Crews gonna push with some players behind the play. Now they'll slow it up. Get it to the big man, Johnson. The former Marquette Golden Eagle. There's his first 2 tonight.
Good job with the up and under.
All of a sudden, this is a big lead for the Crews, an 8-point lead. McClung's drive to the basket briefly stops the bleeding for the Magic. Timeout on the floor, 2.5 to go in the first quarter. Crews are starting a 6-game homestand, and this start to the homestand against the Magic looking pretty darn good so far.
At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
All right, it's game time. We gotta watch the Bucks game too. Giannis already got 20 points in the first quarter.
League pass goes hard.
And check out the heat. Jimmy Buckets is on fire. The Lakers and the Nuggets are in OT. Oh, Luka just put a dude on a poster. Jalen Brunson out there snatching ankles. Ooh. Go back to Golden State. Home team view.
This is NBA basketball at its best, folks. I'm never leaving.
I'm gonna want you to leave eventually. After basketball.
Dylan Murphy, like Jamel McMillan for the Crews, a first-year head coach for the Osceola Magic, but he's been part of the Orlando organization for a while. Just spent the last 3 years as one of the Magic's assistant coaches, coached the Magic's team in Summer League, knows the G League well, used to be an assistant coach with the Fort Wayne Mad Ants. Now they're the Indiana Mad Ants. Coach McMillan for the Crews had really great things to say about Coach Murphy for the Magic before the game. And Reggie, he really has followed a similar path to a lot of the Crews, a lot of the coaches we see in the G League. Time in the NBA, and now they're getting their own shot to run their team. And so far this year, proof's in the pudding. Pretty darn good Magic team that Coach Murphy's running.
Absolutely. And that's one of the benefits of the G League. Besides player development, it's coach development. You can find some great coaches here in these ranks who are sharpening and refining their coaches' skills.
It's a Magic team that comes in at 11-8 overall. They're 1-2 in the regular season portion. Lost back-to-back games at Grand Rapids over the weekend. Omude hit it, and he got fouled. Count the fingers. 1, 2, 3, chance for 4.
And Stanley, I mean, he's really perfected that just catch and shoot. And when I say that, the ball doesn't even go below his belly button. He just catches it, turns and shoots. A lot of time it catches a defender off guard because guys don't shoot that fast.
Stanley hits it, draws that foul on Trey Maddox. And now we're going to break in the action. They maybe go taking a look here, Reggie, if that was indeed a foul. And they are going to review this play. Did you see anything funny live? What'd you see?
I will have to see it again to see if Maddox did actually hit him. Now, I do know Omude gets to the line off threes for foul threes more than a lot of players I've seen. And I truly think that's because he just catches and shoots it, no hesitation. And you usually catch a defender in kind of the middle. So right there,
I think they're looking at the landing spot there, Reggie. See how Omude lands on Maddox's shoes here?
Yeah, so it might be the landing rather than whether his arm hit him or not.
Also, I can't be the only one noticing that Maddox is wearing the red reverse Grinches and Omude is wearing purple shoes. Of course, the guys with the two loudest shoes were the ones who landed on each other on that play.
Of course, and if my son was here, he might try to take Trey's shoes off his feet.
I have been looking at those shoes on all the shoe sites for the last few weeks, but they're just not cheap, Reggie. They're just not cheap.
They're not. That's why my son doesn't have them yet.
Look, get a good report card, and then we'll think about it.
Yeah, his birthday's coming up, so I don't know. We'll figure that out with a couple of report cards and some things and old school layaway. Evan, I'm old enough for layaway.
Really?
So
really?
I'm from a layaway era.
They don't do layaway anymore?
I don't know, but I don't know. But I'll tell you the truth, if I tried to put something on layaway, he might say, Dad, you're embarrassing me.
They did just confirm the foul, by the way, so Omude is going to get a chance for the 4-point play. Man, this lead for the Crews has grown big time. We had 7 lead changes early on in this first quarter. But now, all of a sudden, this is a 12-point ballgame.
Yep, and the Magic aren't helping themselves by fouling on three-pointers, and they've also missed some free throws. Some of those, as far as for any first-time listeners, in the G League, early in the game, you get 1 free throw that counts for 2 points. So some of the free throws they've missed, that's 2 points a pop that they're losing out on.
Want to get back in the game, shots like that help. Kevon Harris, another 3. Roden with 12 already. He's 5 for 5 from the field. What does he do here? Trying to take Maddox to school. Pass inside off of Johnson out of bounds. Credit to Maddox that time. He hung his ground.
Yeah, absolutely. Trey played pretty good defense, and Roden, who's been on fire thus far, just was forced to pass.
McClung back in for the Magic. Hillsman holding the ball for Osceola. Didn't play a ton over the weekend at Grand Rapids. McClung, floater, good.
And that makes him tough. Being able to shoot that floater off the wrong foot is a tough shot.
It's 7 now for McClung. Simpson pass tip that time. Hillsman for Maddox. Back to McClung. And on the ticker, Harris into the corner, Hillsman. Contested 3 was not close.
Yep, and that was pretty good defense because they had the mismatch on the front side, but forcing him to pass to the backside was a good idea.
What a find from Simpson into the corner. Graham missed it. Johnson fighting for it, lost it. Back in McClung's hands. About a 5-6 second difference between shot and game clock here. McClung says, I need a little help. Gardner sets that screen. Mack, fall away, good again.
He's really added on to his game. He was not able to do all that in college.
Simpson racing back up the floor, drawing another foul on Mac McClung. That's not going to help the cause. That's his second of the first quarter.
Yeah, Simpson, he's so low to the ground. It's hard to contain him.
It's one of those deals where being a shorter player actually helps a little bit.
Yes, it does. On penetration, it does.
All right, let's see what the Crews can draw up. Get it to Roden. That's usually a good idea. The follow good for Johnson. Gilsman let it go. No good. Off to the second quarter we go. Crews got it up to a 12-point lead, and it's a 7-point lead for the home team after Chase Johnson finishes the first quarter strong. Roden, no, but Johnson, the one-man cleanup crew, to finish that quarter.
Every morning, I woke up with stabbing pain in my feet. Plantar fasciitis, the doctor called it. All I know is it really hurt. One visit to fix my feet today and the pain was gone. And even better, the custom arch supports I got worked in all my shoes.
Don't wait. End your foot pain now. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
The NBA app is everyone's app. Everyone looking for a bandwagon. Every statistician always in the weeds.
Points, rebounds, assists.
Every streetwear king who's here for the drip. Every Nuggets fan still reigning like a champ. And everyone else on this floating basketball we call Earth.
At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
All right, it's game time.
We gotta watch the Bucks game too. Giannis already got 20 points in the first quarter.
League pass goes hard.
Hey, check out the Heat. Jimmy Buckets is on fire.
Himmy.
The Lakers and the Nuggets are in OT. Oh, Luka just put a dude on a poster. Jalen Brunson out there snatching ankles. Ooh. Go back to Golden State. Home team view.
This is NBA basketball at its best, folks. I'm never leaving.
I'm gonna want you to leave eventually. After basketball.
A lot of talent on both of these teams. The Osceola Magic have Mac McClung, who the average basketball fan knows because he won the dunk contest last year, repping his high school, Gate City, Virginia. One of the clinching dunks he wore his high school jersey as he was throwing it down. But Reggie, you've been talking about it all night for number 0 in white, Mac McClung. Everybody knows him for his dunks, but this year, the numbers and his play prove it out. He's a really well-rounded player now.
Yeah, he is. He's worked on his game. A lot of times you'll see this happen because when players leave school, there's no more class to worry about. Basketball is your full-time job. Even though in college they did take it serious, they love basketball. Like now you have nothing else to do except for work on your game, and he shows he has.
No more excuses for Mac McClung, and he's paying it off. Buddy Boeheim into the game. I think McClung blocked that shot from behind.
Yep.
McClung feeling it on the other end. Defense to offense.
Yeah, and I mean, look at that. Being able to get the block, coming down at the other side and hitting the three.
Bunch of subs here for the Crews, by the way. Chandre Jones has checked in as well with Boeheim. Amude, hand down, man down, another three.
Amude is just shooting the ball so well. He's really carving out his niche. That's what he does.
Crews as a team shot it at 62% in the first quarter. Amude trying to track it down, ended up working out. Gardner tipped it out of bounds.
Yep, and that pass was a little off by McClung. He drove baseline and I think he expected a taller player than Gardner, the local guy, to be there to catch it.
And Myron Gardner, once upon a time, playing for Loyola High School down the road. Graham lost it, got it back. Stanley Amude. How in the world does he hit everything?
He's in a groove. He's feeling it. He's working on his game. He knows to make the NBA and stay in the NBA, he's going to have to make threes, and he's down here showing he can.
On the other end, McClung with a great find, and the three is off for Hillsman. Knight caught that rebound and then looked down to make sure he was still in. Stanley Amude, if he hit that one. I guess he's human. He's got to hit and miss one every once in a while.
You have to. That's why you play the games.
Ooh, McClung with a behind-the-back pass. Gets it back and misses, but he was fouled. He's off to the line after the contact from Travion Graham.
Yep, and McClung not hesitating on that one. Got Graham to foul him.
Seriously, how hard is that as a defender? I've seen it a couple of times tonight. When they get you up in the air like that, or when they're just pulling it right away, how hard is that to defend?
Well, it's very hard because you want to contest. You can hear coach in the back of your head screaming, hey, get out there, you know, contest that shot. But you also have to be aware of not letting your body hit the shooter.
Boeheim. Rebound Plowden. All right, back down to 7. Plowden plowing into Graham, who's down in a heap behind the play. Cazelon on the other end gets blocked. They called an offensive foul.
Yeah, I think Graham had the air taken out of him. He took that hit from Plowden with his chest and his stomach, and Plowden's not a small guy.
Guy who played as many games as anyone has ever played at Bowling Green on one end, and on the other end, end up calling an offensive foul there on Cazelon. I know this will stun you, Reggie. Malcolm didn't like the offensive foul call.
I mean, why would he? No player has ever liked any call against them in the history of basketball, except for the commercial.
That's right.
That one commercial.
Oh, that's right. I remember that one. Oh, it was actually off me. Come on, man. There's a time for sportsmanship.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. I almost threw up.
Nice defense there, by the way. Cazelon tips it away. Wilson going for the dunk. Offensive foul. Moving screen on Wilson.
Yep, and DJ couldn't get his feet set. A little too active there on that play.
Jones, Graham, Knight, Boeheim, Cazelon. The 5 on the floor here for the Crews. Cazelon and Knight, the only starters. Cazelon left alone. That thing was 3/4 of the way down.
And the Crews will live with that play. Good penetration by Jones, great kick out, in and out shot. You'll live with those if you're getting those kind of looks.
Here you go. Cazelon the steal and the hammer.
Wow, Cazelon took off.
Flying through the air with the greatest of ease. Plowden on the other end. Boeheim stayed in front of him. Stay on this end of the Magic.
And that was really good defense because as Plowden was trying to get in there, he had somebody, there's Cazelon taking off. And as Plowden was trying to get in there, he had a Crews defender in front of him who literally was stopping him legally with his body and made him take actually look like 4 steps. So that was really good defense.
McClung to inbound for Osceola. Wilson gets it back to him. On the drive, got it, plus the contact. He's using every trick in the bag so far tonight.
He's doing it all. So he's made a floater off the left foot, right foot. He's made a left-hand running hook. He's made a three-pointer. I mean, he's scoring in all kind of ways.
I mean, seriously, right? He's one of those guys where listed at 6'2", maybe 6'2", maybe he's not. But when you are that height amongst the trees, you have to find ways like that to get your shot to go in.
You do. So you know what's interesting? I wonder how many dunks he has on the season.
Yeah.
We could literally see him score, let's just say 30 points tonight and not see a dunk, and he's the NBA dunk champion.
Right. 18 now for Mac McClung. Nathan Knight on the other end. No good, but he got the contact on DJ Wilson, who was tapping his chest and saying, yep, that's on me.
Yep, and that's a good job by Knight. I mean, if he can continue to do that, which is attack those closeouts, that brings another element to the Cruise.
We're talking about this a little bit tonight. Cruise, strong start to the season, 12-9 overall, 3-2 once they've hit the regular season portion, but Coach McMillan has freely admitted, I mean, hey, we lost Jonte Porter. Now within the last week, you lose David Nwaba. They've had to acquire guys like Nathan Knight and Jace Johnson to plug those holes that have been gone, and both guys, specifically Knight, have really done a good job, Reggie.
Yeah, they have, and that's what pro ball is all about. Hey, when you get signed, you're expected to contribute, and it's a rare job. It's only a few hundred of them in the world, so it's there's an expectation there, and those guys have showed.
Knight made the free throw, 1 for 2. Gardner short on the floater. Boeheim gets the rebound and gives it off to Jones. Chandre, fall away. Rebound to Plowden, tipped off his limbs a couple of times. Lob ahead to Wilson. Back out to Plowden. Oh, man, tough roll. Hit darn near every inch of the rim, but wouldn't fall in.
It did.
Nathan Knight. It's a foul. With a contact on the way in. There's the whistle.
Nathan Knight doing a good job being active and making things happen.
Got the foul on Plowden here.
Yeah, but he wanted to take off for that, and by going up strong like that, going up to dunk or take off like that, people have to step in your way and foul you.
Knight regathers himself a bit before he steps off to the free throw line. Nathan Knight and Buddy Boeheim, two guys from the Salt City, Syracuse, New York, who have found themselves on the Motor City Cruise. Buddy played his college ball for his dad at SU at Syracuse. Nathan Knight went to Nottingham High School and played his college ball at William & Mary. Every time stuff like that happens, Reggie, it makes me think of that Disney World ride, It's a Small World After All. Like, what are the odds two guys from the same town will play pro ball at a different town together, you know?
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, Trey Maddox and Myron Gardner, they played on Judges Court for Antoine Jobert, the U of M Hall of Famer, as elementary school kids.
Yeah.
It's the smallest world in basketball. And here they are as teammates on the Magic, and here you have Knight and Buddy as teammates on the Cruise. It's just it's the smallest world as when you talk about sports.
Seriously. And then the song from that ride gets stuck in my head for like 3 days, and I'm very upset.
Right. You're singing it when you should be doing other things.
Exactly. I'm going to wake up tomorrow, it's going to be stuck in my head.
Right.
It's my fault I brought this on myself. Harris trying to shake free of Awoma. Still fighting. Knight, the Syracuse guy, the rebound.
Harris was determined to get that shot off, and that's good defense.
Gazalon 3, no. There he is, working hard. Nathan Knight, 2 more, and a flex.
Good job by Knight. If nobody wants it, you go get it.
Back up to a double-digit lead. Lead for the Cruise has hovered around this mark for pretty much the whole first half. Rebound Boeheim. Harris behind the play after missing the shot. Buddy will let it go, and he'll knock it down.
Good job of the Cruise. Don't wait for anybody. They don't want to get back, then push the ball and you shoot it.
It may be raining outside, it's also raining inside. Crews are hitting shots from all over the place. Buddy Boeheim joins the fun, and this is the largest lead of the night for the home team.
Years of playing sports took a toll on my feet. The worst was the tear in my Achilles tendon. I went to Fix My Feet today, and I've been pain-free for 2 years. I'm back to pickleball 5 days a week. Amazing.
I've been fixing foot pain for decades. Don't give up hope. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
The future of the NBA, that's starting today. Welcome to the NBA G League. Today, we're panning for nuggets of gold, searching for what's never been seen. Today, watch us set new trends and crown new kings. Today, we're igniting the sparks that's blazing new trails. Buckle up and watch today's G League become tomorrow's NBA.
Okay, so in case you're wondering why the Crews are off to such a good start tonight, when they've got a 13-point lead with just about 6 minutes to go in the first half, I present to you the stat sheet. Here we go. 11 guys have already played tonight, Reggie. Crews played 11 in that game at Texas over the weekend. Also, 8 different players have scored already in this game. By contrast, Osceola has over half their points from one guy. Mac McClung has 18 of their 33 points. The balance on the roster for the Crews really is winning the day so far tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. You have the Crews who are getting points from multiple people, and that's because how they're getting them. Running the floor, off passing. The Magic have been a little more individual-oriented thus far to start the game.
Here you go, fast break, kicking it out for a 3, and that's the 9th different player to score. Chandre Jones knocks it down.
My saying is a fast break doesn't care who scores. But in the half court, it matters because you have, one guy who kind of might do things, but a fast break doesn't care. It's whoever's in that position.
Osceola needs a bucket in the worst way. There it is. Two-handed rim rocker from Plowden.
And that was a good job of the Magic of players moving. Plowden passed it, giving the old school give and go. It's been around for hundreds of years. It will never fail.
Every time there's a nice give and go, James Naismith smiles somewhere,
Yes.
Buddy Boeheim again.
Buddy, where there's one, there's usually 2 or 3 that come right behind it.
This is a 17-point lead for the Crews. Plowden on Boeheim. They got the foul on Buddy, and he's saying, where was the foul? I didn't see it.
Right, and Plowden, he has a unique ability to draw contact and really sell the calls. Not saying he didn't get hit, but he boom, he takes the hit and just continues to go, and you end up fouling him.
Plowden listed at 6'6", 216, and he looks every bit of it. You were talking earlier about, hey, guys go in the gym so they're powerful on their drives to the basket. I present to you Daquan Plowden.
There it is.
Guy who had an awesome career at Bowling Green, 5 seasons with the Falcons, 154 games. No Bowling Green Falcon has ever played more games than Daquan Plowden.
Shows his availability. A lot of times you hear that saying, your ability is your availability.
So you've managed to drop it. Your best ability is your availability, and also a fast break doesn't care who scores.
Yep.
You got to be careful saying these things because somebody out there is going to go, oh, that's great. I'm going to put it on a T-shirt. You need to trademark these things, Reggie.
I guess so.
Gazalon jumper. No. McClung was defending. Knight, the rebound. Missed it. Wilson is behind the play on the baseline, not getting up for the Magic. McClung could on the other end, plus the foul. 20 for McClung in the first half.
Yeah, McClung, he's dynamic. I mean, he's able to knife in. He has those hops and has the hang time. And look at that left hand dexterity.
I mean, we've been talking all night about his dunks. That was a 360 layup.
Yep, and you have Wilson, who's really upset. He was elbowed, or he has blood on his jersey, and he's upset that nothing was called in that physical play.
Yeah, DJ Wilson, they're going to have to take him to the locker room for the Magic. You can't see it right now, but on the left side of his face, there it is. Oh, boy. That is a nasty cut.
Yeah, and I think that was just a part of that play where Knight was going up strong, and, you know, elbows are flying, and guys are trying to finish, and guys are trying to stop him.
We're a couple of miles from Little Caesars Arena, and that looks like the type of bloody face you'd see in a Red Wings game. Here it is. Oh, boy.
Yeah, and so Knight, who was going for that rebound there, and again, it's big guys, and elbows are flying, and it's a lot of contact. So, you know, I'm not sure if it was on purpose, but I mean, things kind of happen as guys are going towards the ball.
Timeout on the floor, 4:20 to go, second quarter. It's a 13-point lead for the Crews, but Mac McClung is about to go to the free throw line, trying to complete an old-fashioned three-point play.
It's Dr. Joe here with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. We all know that our wives and daughters deserve special attention, but that's especially true when it comes to their knees. Do you know that females are at a 2 to 5 times risk compared to their male counterparts when it comes to blowing out their knees? It doesn't seem fair, but it's true. The reasons include the way females are made and the way they fire their muscles. But fortunately, there are injury prevention programs out there that can greatly decrease this risk of injury. And if you do know a female who blows out her ACL, don't despair. We have neat, innovative, minimally invasive ways to fix their knees and get them back onto the field. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
Hey, it's game time.
We gotta watch the Bucks game too. Giannis already got 20 points in the first quarter.
League pass goes hard.
Hey, check out the Heat. Jimmy Buckets is on fire.
Himmy.
The Lakers and the Nuggets are in OT. Oh, Luka just put a dude on a poster. Jalen Brunson out there snatching ankles. Ooh. Go back to Golden State. Home team view.
This is NBA basketball at its best, folks. I'm never leaving.
I'm gonna want you to leave eventually.
If you think this dude's just a dunker, think again. Mac McClung, time and again this year in the G League, has proven that he is every bit someone who could find a home in the NBA night after night at some point soon. Reg, that's now 21 after he knocks down the free throw.
Yeah, he's a baller.
He is more than a dunker, that's for sure. Johnson on the other end drops in 2 for the Crews.
Johnson has a really good left hand. As these drop-off passes and up and under, he's always able to get it up.
That time McClung on a heat check was not close.
Yep, and that's why they play the games. You don't make them all.
What's the phrase, shoot or shoot? Well, McClung just shot. Johnson, net at the rim. Loudon's got the ball and patrolling the scene. Left alone, Harris, yes.
And Harris, he's a two-way guy. He's down here to play, get buckets, and score.
Come on, an undrafted guy a few years ago in 2020. That's now 9 tonight. Tried to pull the chair out from underneath him there, but they get Oni as Awoma was battling down low.
Yep. And he only said, hey, I'm not going to deal with that. So just, hey, lay down for a little bit.
This is Ivy League on Ivy League. Oni went to Yale and Awoma went to Princeton. And he didn't pull out the chair from underneath him. He threw him to the ground. You see that?
Yep, he had his right hand on him. And as Tucson kind of did the shoulder fake, he lost Oni, and Oni just continued to pull him.
Mie said, enough.
Yeah, and the referees, they want to look at this because you have Wilson who felt a way about how he was thrown down. They want to kind of get control of this, so they're going to be able to start seeing what's flagrant or what was a standard foul.
Yeah, in case you're just joining us here, DJ Wilson left a couple of minutes ago for Osceola. Got elbowed in the face by Nathan Knight fighting for a rebound. Wasn't on purpose, it was incidental, but DJ did get a big cut on his face, which left a lot of blood, and DJ was hot as he went to the locker room, so that's what they're looking at here. Good job here by the refs, right? A lot of ball game to go. Over a half to go, still 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Let's not get any funny business this early in the game.
Absolutely, that's what they want to do. They want to see what's legit, what's not, and start kind of calling it the way they should to just make guys think about, hey, we're here to play basketball.
Well, even the fact that there has been some tough stuff both ways and they're looking at a potentially tough foul here says a lot about the competitive nature of both these teams, all these players, because this is a Tuesday night in January, not a huge crowd on a midweek night with all the kids back in school after the holidays. The fact that there is this much juice in the gym and guys are going after one another, it's cool to see.
Hey, Evan, you know what? In the minor leagues, it better be this.
Yeah.
I mean, these are guys who are fighting for their careers. I kind of played in the G League, the old CBA and other things. Every game should be intense because there's somebody who could replace you at this level, and it's only a few of you who will move up to the next level. So
they did rule common foul, by the way. I mean, heck, it doesn't matter how many people are in the gym. All these guys know that this tape is going to someone, whether it be their organization, another organization. As you say, every night should have this feeling.
Absolutely, it should at the minor leagues. I mean, at college, you have guys who play hard every game. People have various opinion whether they think NBA guys play hard every game. I really think that in-season tournament was good for the NBA, and guys have really been pushing it this year. But at this level, I don't think these guys should take a night off because you're so close.
Roden just made his first bucket of the second quarter. McClung has been making buckets all night. And gotten poked up high by Amude on that drive.
Yep, and there he is, knifing in again. We saw something from the left side before, and now he's on the right side and just knifing through traffic, man. He's really, really improved at that.
He does get poked up high here. Looks like his right eye.
Amude, and so when you're doing moves like that, like Amude, he was really just lifting his hand up and kind of caught him, but the deception McClung plays with makes it hard.
And of course, right after getting poked in the eye, he misses the free throw.
Of course.
He probably saw two baskets.
Right.
Pick the middle one, Mac. Tosan Owoma traveled, lest you think they never call traveling in pro basketball.
And basketball purists are rejoicing. There's your travel.
There you go. We hit our quota, we got one. Harris fumbled the pass from Oni, got it back. Lets it go and knocks it down.
Harris is a scorer. He's a scorer. He's an unconscious scorer, meaning I don't think the last miss bothers him. He's looking for the next shot, and he's a good player.
That's 12 now in the ballgame. Roden, another Pierce score. He got the scorer's roll. Back off to the line.
Roden is such an example of why a wing should be strong. He's not a center. He doesn't play Shaq-like, but the stuff he does from the wing, you can't bump him off his spot. So there's the athletic ability, but once he takes the hit, you can't bump him off his spot. You don't see him flopping around, and he's just a strong player.
Did you see what he said after that? They can't guard me.
Exactly. And he has the mental fortitude to with confidence.
That's now 17 for Roden. Jared Roden, Stanley Amude have combined for 30 in the first half.
They're playing well.
Harris on the drive again. Reggie, there's your unconscious score.
Yeah, he's out. He knows what he's here for.
McClung fell down. Roden on the attack was met by Plowden. Bodies are flying all over the place. Plowden on the other end.
In the G League, things can change in a moment's notice.
Blink your eyes, this is back down to an 8-point game. Xavier Simpson. Rebound Harris. Plowden. Two more for Daquan Plowden.
Good job of the Magic running the break. Fast breaks don't care who scores.
Simpson trying to find a cutting Amude. And I think the reason he couldn't find him, Reggie, is because Morales was tugging him from behind.
Exactly, and that's what off-the-ball movement will do. So good job by Amude of being able to move without the ball.
That Magic bench saw their team fall behind as many as 17 in this first half. But this can happen in the G League. Blink your eyes and we got a ball game all over again.
It can. I talked to Coach Heath, who was a championship winner with the Lakeland, and just talking about the G League, the difference between the G League and college, as his team, Eastern Michigan, came back from a 17-point deficit this weekend. He said that the season they won the championship, there were like 5 or 6 games. They were down 15 points multiple times in a game and won. It's just such fast-paced, and these guys are so good. They can just come back and score in bunches.
Defense that time on McClung. Xavier Simpson directing traffic. Stanley Amude. Simpson, the smallest man, got the rebound. Kick out. This time the rebound to McClung, the other smallest man. Helter-skelter ball for a few seconds there. McClung slows it up. McClung with airspace. Missed it that time. The back tap to Roden. Ahead. Stanley Amude.
Throw it ahead. Good job. The man in front of you who's open, throw the ball ahead.
17 for Stanley, 17 for Jared. Got a whistle here. Do they call something on the Cruises bench?
A delay of game. He's telling them to sit down.
Now the announcement on the PA was delay a game on the Cruise bench, and now they're all looking at each other going, I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
Yeah, I think he wants them sitting down.
Apparently these referees don't like fun. Harris, one-on-one with Amude. Step back 3. Of course he hit that shot.
Harris is a scorer, and that's what he does.
Roden, fouled by Oni. That was a good decision. Roden had another step on him.
Yep, because Roden was going to dunk that.
Get the chance to go to the line here. You've said it all night, Reg. Kevon Harris came to play.
Yeah, he did. He's a scorer. He knows what he's down for. He knows what he's down here for, and that's to get buckets, and he's doing it.
Roden sitting on 17. Free throw up and good. 1 for 2. Into Mac McClung. Does he have a little more pixie dust? No. And that concludes an up and down first half at Wayne State Fieldhouse. The good news for the Crews, they pretty much led ever since the halfway mark of the first quarter. There were 7 lead changes in the first quarter, but the Crews grabbed the lead, and as of now, they have not given it up. 17-point lead, went down to 6. Now it's 9 at the break. Yeah, they can't really guard Jared Roden tonight. Daquan Plowden on the other end has filled it up a lot. 14 for the Osceola Magic, but Roden and Amude have combined for 36 of the 65 for the Crews. And I got a lead at recess.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Did you know that kids are not little adults when it comes to sports injuries? That's because of something called the growth plate. Growth plates exist all over the human body in our growing athletes. They're actually little cartilage discs that exist at the end of all the long bones. It's simply where a kid grows. The problem is that the growth plate can be the weak link. What might be a sprain, a strain, or a tear in an adult when they hurt themselves can actually be a growth plate fracture in a kid. So it's important, if your kid has hurt themselves and they're not using their arm or they're not able to put weight on a leg, come see one of us, get an x-ray, and make sure it's not a growth plate fracture. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
Take a look around. Did you really expect it to be different? A city built on big ideas and big dreams. Where bad boys became legends. And going to work means more than just clocking in. Where champions inspired the next generation. Where the soul of the city sounds so different.
Call it hustle.
Or whatever the Detroit you want to call it. Man, we do what we do. Every day, every drive, every shot. We're always working, always Pistons, always Detroit
The future of the NBA, that's starting today. Welcome to the NBA G League. Today, we're panning for nuggets of gold, searching for what's never been seen. Today, watch us set new trends and crown new kings. Today, we're igniting the sparks that's blazing new trails. Buckle up and watch today's G League become tomorrow's NBA.
Back at Wayne State Fieldhouse, fun first half between a couple of talented clubs at the G League level. Magic down to the Crews by 9. Reg, a lot of lead changes early in the game. We had 7 in the first quarter, and then the Crews took control. How'd they take control in this game?
Moving the ball, fast breaking, catching and shooting, just really playing the right way has been the difference of the game.
And you look at the Crews as well. A lot of different players have played in this game. They've played 11 already. 9 different players have scored. But the 2 highlights for the Crews, and we're seeing a lot of them here. Amuda and Roden combining for 36 of those points. Harris, Plowden doing their best on the other end for the Magic, along with Mac McClung. But it really has been fun to watch the Crews' best, Roden and Amuda, show off tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been terrors there on that wing and playing well. And the Magic, their game has been a little more individual. Like Harris, he's been really tough to stop. But it's been kind of him making that happen. McClung, it's been him making that happen. Sometimes you can focus in on that. But the Crews, for example, they've been moving the ball, so it's a little bit harder to stop that.
Crews with a 9-point lead at halftime. Some of the stats that stand out to you when you look at them in the first half. Crews shot it at 53%. Osceola at 43%. Crews are really good from deep. 8 of 20 from 3, 40%. Magic took 4 more threes, but only made 1 more. They were 9 of 24. 7 turnovers for the Magic, same amount for the Crews. Halftime here at Wayne State Fieldhouse, and a 9-point lead for the Crews. Trying to get another win at home. They've won 7 out of their first 10 here in the friendly confines of Wayne State Fieldhouse.
At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Everywhere you look this time of year, people are running, and that's a great thing because running is an excellent exercise, especially for your cardiovascular and musculoskeletal systems. But the question is, are you running a safe running program? All too often, people are hobbled by things like shin splints and patellar tendonitis. But luckily, simple things like stretching and warm-up, the right running shoes, and realistic weekly mileages can keep you in your running game. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
I love running and working out, but my heel pain was devastating. So I go to fix my feet today, and in about 30 minutes, I walked out pain-free and could not believe it.
Even if you think you tried everything and nothing has worked for you, call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
All right, it's game time.
We gotta watch the Bucks game too. Giannis already got 20 points in the first quarter.
League pass goes hard.
Hey, check out the Heat. Jimmy Buckets is on fire.
Hit me.
The Lakers and the Nuggets are in OT. Oh, Luka just put a dude on a poster. Jalen Brunson out there snatching ankles. Ooh. Go back to Golden State. Home team view.
This is NBA basketball at its best, folks. I'm never leaving.
I'm gonna want you to leave eventually. After basketball.
The Motor City Cruise has the ultimate fan experience. There's something for the whole family. Whether you're battling it out with Turbo, hitting the party deck for your birthday, performing at halftime, chopping it up with players, or just enjoying some good old Detroit!
Back at Wayne State Fieldhouse, halftime in the first game out of 2 this week against the Osceola Magic. Good start for the Cruise. Pistons G League team beating the Magic's G League team by 9 at halftime. Evan Stockton back with you. Pleased to be joined by a Motor City Cruise season ticket holder. It's Eric Malarkey. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Make sure you hold the mic up a little bit.
Okay. Is that good?
No, it's perfect.
Okay,
You're doing great. So why'd you decide to be a Cruise season ticket holder?
Oh, I was a Piston season ticket holder, and then when the Cruise started, I was like, I got to check that out. I've since dropped my Piston season tickets, and I'm now full-time Cruise fan, I guess.
Why'd you make the decision to drop Pistons and come over here to the Cruise?
Well, I think that's pretty obvious with how they're doing and everything. But yeah, I had some bad experiences being a season ticket holder, but came here, have had nothing but good experiences, and I just love it.
Well, obviously, we want as many people as possible to get Pistons season tickets as well as the team gets better and better. But
yeah.
For anyone interested in getting Motor City Cruise season tickets, why do you think it's a good investment?
Oh, I think it's a great investment. You get the same pro-level players that are, and it's a much more family-friendly experience to be down here. I bring my family. We love it. We sit courtside, and it's awesome.
What are some of the favorite games, players, memories you have from the Cruise?
Oh, I think, just last year coming so close towards the end, I've gone to some away games, to cheer on the Cruise, and those have always been real fun. We're in Chicago right before the Winter Showcase. And so we were sitting right next to the bench and had a lot of fun because we were high-fiving the players and ended up pulling that one off right at the end.
So we're going to reveal something about Eric here. He's actually from Wisconsin. He's not from Michigan, but he's lived in Michigan now for 16 years.
Yes.
Eric, to everyone watching from our great state of Michigan, can you please tell everyone why Michigan is just that much better than Wisconsin?
Well, it's because I'm here now. I mean, it was okay. Wisconsin was okay when I was there, but since then I love Michigan, and I have no plans to go back.
And the best news is, Eric is not a Packer fan.
Yes,
you're a Lion fan, right? You're rooting for the Lions this weekend?
Definitely.
Thank God.
Yes,
Thank God.
Yes.
Do you have a prediction? And for all us Michiganders, this is a big weekend with Stafford coming back.
I think it's going to be close, but I think Michigan's going to pull it off Detroit's going to pull it off by at least a touchdown.
There we go. Well, Michigan pulled it off yesterday. The state of Michigan is essentially the football capital of the world right now. I've never been happier to say such a sentence. Eric Malarkey, Cruise season ticket holder, joining us. Eric, thanks for joining us, and thanks for your support of the team.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it so much.
Eric and all the fans here are going to cheer on the Cruise in the second half. Hopefully it turns out to be a dub. A lot of basketball here at Wayne State Fieldhouse over the next week or so. 6-game homestand starts tonight. Hopefully good news to come in the second half. Cruise leading the Magic by 9 at the half, and the second half starts right after this.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. We all know that our wives and daughters deserve special attention, but that's especially true when it comes to their knees. Do you know that females are at a 2 to 5 times risk compared to their male counterparts when it comes to blowing out their knees? It doesn't seem fair, but it's true. The reasons include the way females are made and the way they fire their muscles. But fortunately, there are injury prevention programs out there that can greatly decrease this risk of injury. And if you do know a female who blows out her ACL, don't despair. We have neat, innovative, minimally invasive ways to fix their knees and get them back onto the field. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
Every morning, I woke up with stabbing pain in my feet. Plantar fasciitis, the doctor called it. All I know is it really hurt. One visit to Fix My Feet today and the pain was gone. And even better, the custom arch supports I got worked in all my shoes.
Don't wait. End your foot pain now. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
All right, it's game time. We gotta watch the Bucks game too. Giannis already got 20 points in the first quarter.
League pass goes hard.
Hey, check out the Heat. Jimmy Buckets is on fire. The Lakers and the Nuggets are in OT. Oh, Luka just put a dude on a poster. Jalen Brunson out there snatching ankles. Ooh. Go back to Golden State. Home team view.
This is NBA basketball at its best, folks. I'm never leaving.
I'm gonna want you to leave eventually. After basketball.
The Motor City Cruise has the ultimate fan experience. There's something for the whole family. Whether you're battling it out with Turbo, hitting the party deck for your birthday, performing at halftime, chopping it up with players, or just enjoying some good old Detroit!
This copyrighted broadcast of the NBA G League may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA G League.
A lot of chances here for the fans at Wayne State Fieldhouse to see the Motor City Cruise. First game of a 6-game homestand. Osceola, the Magic, back here on Thursday night. A few hearty souls celebrating the Magic here. I believe that's a Trey Maddox family member because they're wearing his jersey, Reggie. You see that? That's a number 3.
Yep, there it is. And so he has a lot of family here, a lot of family friends, and here to cheer him on as a pro now.
You know what's cool about this 6-game homestand for the Cruise is some new opponents are coming in. The Osceola Magic are here for the only time this year. College Park Skyhawks are here starting Saturday. And then next week, a pretty cool treat. I believe the first time ever that the South Bay Lakers are here next week. The Lakers G League affiliate.
They have never been out here, so it's a good opportunity for fans in the Detroit area to see some of these teams that they've never seen before.
You know, no offense to the Windy City Bulls and the Wisconsin Herd, you know, but and the Cleveland Charge. We see them all the time. It's nice to see somebody new, you know?
Absolutely.
Speaking of this ball game, Reggie, we talked about it a little bit. Back and forth game early on, then the Cruise built a lead, sustained a lead. They're up by 9 here as we start the second half. How can they keep it and win the game?
They keep moving the ball. You don't get into hero ball. You don't get into kind of one-on-one play. Now, hey, this is the pros. Players are going to feel it, and you're going to go back to them time after time. But overall, you're going to want to make sure you're moving the ball and moving bodies.
Starting 5 back out there for the Cruise. Rodin, Maloma, Cazalan, Simpson, and Knight. Amude is in the lineup tonight. He just didn't start it. Nathan Knight falling away, a desperation 3. Wanted a foul. He hit the shot anyway.
Yep. Knight, sometime when you're feeling and playing well, those go in.
Now 7 for Nathan Knight. McClung driving, kicking, Hillsman shooting and missing. Simpson got hit in the back, no call.
Yeah.
Right back to Knight after hitting that crazy 3. Now ran up Hillsman. and Knight falling away, hitting again.
Yep, and Knight is doing a good job. He hit the 3. Now he's scoring in the post, showing his versatility.
McClung for Morales. Knight playing good defense down there.
Yep, that's a good series by Knight.
Roden on the attack. Plowden fouled him.
When you go up strong like that to dunk, you're usually going to get fouled. Whether Roden had a chance to make it or not doesn't matter, but you went up to dunk the ball, and somebody has to stop you. Yep, so even if you lose the ball, it doesn't matter. When you go, you have to go up strong and to dunk, and then it creates contact.
Roden with 21 points after making that 1-for-2 free throw. He scored 12 of the first 16 for the Cruise. And now he's leading all Cruise scorers again. Plowden, he's having a night. That's now 17.
Plowden, he did some strong plays earlier, and now being able to hit that jump shot is really helping him.
Simpson, the answer.
His scores are always right on time. That's why he's such a leader.
16-point lead for the Cruise. One shy of the largest lead of the game. Morales. It's an offensive foul. Plowden knows it. He smiles as he picks up Malcolm Cazelon.
Yep, Plowden, he knew he was carving out a little too much position. And there we see DJ Wilson coming along the baseline towards the Magic bench.
His old teammate, Xavier Simpson, hitting that 3. Wonder when we see DJ come back in. He left in the first half. He got hit up high and he came up bloody. Morales. Oni throws it out to McClung. He'd save it. Mack wants it back. Plowden will give it to him. McClung step back on Owoma, and he got fouled.
Yep, and McClung, he's hard to stop. He passed the ball. Nobody did anything with it. He came, clapped, got it back, and then drew the foul on the three-pointer.
You know, watching so many games, right, it is nice when someone calls for the ball and they make something happen like this. You appreciate the assertiveness.
Absolutely. And I mean, if you think about the context of it, McClung, he's been very aggressive. He passed the ball. Nobody did anything with it. So you know what he said? Hey, give it back. Like, okay, I'll do something. So you have to do something with it when you have your opportunity.
Mel McMillan making sure all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted with the officials. That's a big miss for McClung on the free throw. That was 1 for 3.
Yeah, the Magic have missed at least 4 of the free throws that would have given them 8 points.
And Reg was talking about this earlier. Remember, in the G League, until the final 2 minutes, free throws are 1 for 2 or 1 for 3. Simpson miss. McClung kick. Oni stepped out of bounds.
Got to be aware of where you're at.
Tough night for Mie Oni. Former star at Yale, former second-round pick by the Jazz. Hasn't scored yet. Knight looking around. They'll get it to Roden. Set the screen for him. And Jared, with just enough space, hits it again.
Even if it doesn't look off target, it ends up going in. Roden's having a great night.
23 for Jared Roden. Largest lead of the night for the Cruise. Daquan Plowden, another rainbow.
Yep. Plowden, he continues to play well.
20 for Plowden, who averages 15 per game. Owoma. Whistle and a foul on Morales. And they count to the basket.
Yep, they're saying continuation, and Morales is looking like, what? I fouled him on the floor, even though I don't believe I fouled him.
All right, let's get another look here. What do you see? Continuation?
Well, yeah, he was already in his motion.
Live, it did not look like it. Watching the replay, I think that's continuation.
He was at least in his motion to drive.
Awoma pays it off. McClung gets up the floor and a flash. Hand off to Wilson. First shot since coming back in, no good. Cazelon from a long way away. Kaboom!
Cazelon's feeling it. When you're feeling good, those shots go in.
This is getting away from Osceola. McClung. Wilson, no, we got in too deep. Roden, shot fake. Jared Roden again.
Roden, he's feeling it. Ever since the warm-ups, he's been hitting those.
26 for the former Seton Hall Pirate. Jared Roden, another knockdown. He's barely missed it all tonight. Splash from deep and a kiss to the crowd.
At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
The future of the NBA, that's starting today. Welcome to the NBA G League. Today, we're panning for nuggets of gold, searching for what's never been seen. Today, watch us set new trends and crown new kings. Today, we're igniting the sparks that's blazing new trails. Buckle up and watch today's G League become tomorrow's NBA.
Jared Roden has been hitting shots from all over the place since we started this thing. Scored 12 of the first 16 for the Crews. They built a 24-point lead, and a big reason why, Reggie Butler, as you can see on the screen, Jared Roden's barely missed all night.
Absolutely, he's been feeling it.
9 of 12 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3. What do the Magic do just to give themselves a little life? That's a good start. Oni for 3.
Yep, you move the ball. When you move the ball, guys are a little more open than they would have been, and you can knock down shots.
First points tonight for Miye Oni. Cazelon, doubled. Out to Nathan Knight, driving and drawing a whistle. Oni had the late defense coming from right to left.
Yep, we talked about going up to dunk the ball, and Knight went up to dunk the ball, and it drew the foul.
Actually got the foul on DJ Wilson there for that slap of the arm. I like that. Knight looking right at the camera. Got to tape him up here. Trey Maddox coming back in for the Magic. May have heard the cheer in the background. He's got a bunch of family behind the bench. Number 3 in blue and white and black, wearing those bright red sneakers. Coming back home. We're up half hour down the road in Novi.
Yep, and this is such a basketball-rich area. I mean, you have, and that was a good Novi team. They had Trey Maddox, Trendon Hankerson, who went on to star in Northern Illinois and the University of Akron. Tariq Woody, who had a good college career at the D2 level and scored a bunch of points. They were a really good team. Giovanni Miles as well.
Free throw was missed, so a chance for the Magic, and if you give Plowden a little bit of space tonight, that guy will make it happen. That's 23 points now. And a lot of them have come from behind the long line. This is 4-3. Awomo, wild shot, no good. Odie. All of a sudden, Osceola can't miss, and Jamel McMillan's going to call a timeout.
You see them moving the ball and getting open. It's creating open shots.
Well, it was 24. Now it's 15, just like that. Crews don't want this thing to get any closer for the Magic, so they call time. All of a sudden, Osceola hitting a bunch of shots to get a little closer.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Did you know that kids are not little adults when it comes to sports injuries? That's because of something called the growth plate. Growth plates exist all over the human body in our growing athletes. They're actually little cartilage discs that exist at the end of all the long bones. It's simply where a kid grows. The problem is that the growth plate can be the weak link. What might be a sprain, a strain, or a tear in an adult when they hurt themselves can actually be a growth plate fracture in a kid. So it's important, if your kid has hurt themselves and they're not using their arm or they're not able to put weight on a leg, come see one of us, get an x-ray, and make sure it's not a growth plate fracture. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
It's been a long time since the Osceola Magic inside Wayne State Fieldhouse have had a little bit of life. A couple of minutes ago, Reggie, they were down by 24, but now it's a 15-point game. This can happen in the G League. Couple of stops, couple of made threes. You're getting a little bit closer. How does Osceola keep getting closer?
Keep moving the ball. Keep spacing out. Of course, you'll have Harris will come back in and do his individual scoring, and McClung. But when the other guys involved, spacing out and knocking down shots is what they've been missing.
Travel. Nathan Knight trying to shake and shimmy his way by Wilson. One too many steps.
Yeah. Knight, Wilson's a good defender, so he can move his feet. In order to get him up, the referees felt that Knight did something illegal.
There's another stop for the Magic. Morales off the Wilson screen. Plowden gave it up to Maddox. One more to Wilson. Oh my goodness. When you're hot, I guess.
Yep, when you're feeling it, you are feeling it.
Simpson, hook, no. Trying to score on his former teammate Wilson. There you go. All of a sudden.
Said, hey, I've seen that before.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I mean, Reggie, if the Osceola Magic at least get a 2 here, this goes from a 24-point game to a 10-point game in like 2 minutes.
That's the G League. Guys are so talented. The ball moves so much, and they're so athletic and fast. Leads can go down.
Mac McClung does get it to 10, up and good.
Yeah, at no other level does it do this. Even in the NBA, they don't shift leads this fast. But here in the G League, I mean, it's so common.
Simpson bounces to Cazelon. Crews need one badly now. Cazelon short, but a lucky rebound right to Simpson, and a foul on McClung.
Yep, the Crews lucked up on that one. McClung got caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
I mean, there is a hypothetical world, Reggie, where somebody flipped off the game when it was 24. Maybe they went to go, make a snack, pour a beverage. They came back and they go, wait, it's a 10-point game?
Yeah, and that can happen. And usually it's not anything drastic. It's just one team wakes up, the other team just maybe becomes a little stagnant, 3 or 4 shots in a row aren't the shots that they've been taking. And there you have it.
Chance here for the Crews to get a little bit of momentum back with Xavier Simpson at the line. Got the 1 for 2.
Free throws are so important. They expand or cut leads.
That's been a problem for the Magic tonight. They've missed a lot of free throws. Wilson, the hammer off the fine from McClung.
Yep, after being cut, he comes back in and throws down the hammer dunk.
Simpson on Wilson. Nice find, Stanley Amude again.
It's like he's not even hitting the rim on some of his shots. He knows it's going in.
20 for Amude, who's missed the last 3. Crews are very happy to have Stanley Amude back. Wilson, foul on Johnson, who doesn't like the call.
Yep, and Johnson felt, hey, I moved my feet, I contested, and he just threw something kind of a fadeaway. Yeah, the referees are saying he hit him low, but it's subjective. Let's use that word.
Look at you being nice and political, Reggie. You're just being careful with your words. Good for you.
Yeah, it's subjective.
All right, so with Wilson back in, obviously we've seen the Magic get closer since he's come in. How does he affect their game offensively, defensively?
Well, defensively, he made night travel. He's rebounding. He can slide his feet on those handoffs. He can contest the rim, and then offensively, he can run the floor and just be a presence.
That time he contested the Simpson jumper, but one Wolverine scores over another.
Yeah, that one doesn't count as far because they know each other. Simpson's been shooting over here for years.
Right back to DJ. Starting to feel it. No basket. It was not continuation. It is the 4th foul though on Jace Johnson.
Yeah, but we saw that happen earlier in the game. DJ feels he can go past Johnson. If you remember on that other baseline, he did that. So I mean, Johnson's going to have to either respect him as far as space or make him shoot the jump shot maybe.
The inbound to Wilson, giving it up for a 3 that's off for Oni, who's been quiet much of the night.
Yep, only he hasn't been able to find his groove yet.
Simpson on Maddox. Somehow kept the dribble alive, and it's paid off by another Amude bomb.
Amude, he's just unconscious. He has his radar on. He knows where that rim is at.
23 for Stanley Amude, 6 of 8 from 3. We're in the 3-1-3, but he's hitting these shots from the 7-3-4.
Yep, he's catching and shooting it. He's not thinking. As you see him play, it looks like there's no overthinking to his game right now.
I mean, 7-3-4 may not even be accurate. What's the zip code for the west side of the state? Oh, by the way, that is a blind pass from Simpson to find him.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go with the 616.
Okay, there you go. That's Grand Rapids.
Yes.
Now McClung on Amude. Max stepping back. Rebound Graham for the Crews. I personally am a 2-4-8 guy, in case you're wondering. You weren't, but I just figured everybody would know. Johnson on Wilson. Tough shot, better finish.
Yep, and that's how he's going to have to. That's how Johnson's going to have to establish himself. There in the post and closer to the basket.
Coming up on 2 minutes in a third quarter that has been darn good for the Crews. Harris blocked. Roden can do it on both ends. Andre Jones back in. Been a while since we've seen him.
Jones, the 3-year Crews player. He's such a veteran and so poised.
Gotta be poised here. Fall away. Jay missed it with that shot clock running down. McClung. Wilson for Maddox. Trey Maddox.
Still trying to get Trey a bucket in his return home.
Yep, but Trey's going to have to find an easy way to get something.
That's a heat check from Stanley Amuda.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a, you know what? I've missed like twice all night. This one has to go in, right?
Yep.
Roden the steal. Jared Roden, 2 more.
And that's what makes him special. He's a defender as well as a scorer.
Credit to the Crews. Magic got it down to 10. Blink your eyes, back up to 20.
Yep, and they've done it on the defensive end.
Harris on the drive. Foul. Got a Buddha at that time. I mean, this is a Magic team that scores 122 points per game. And tonight, at times, they have looked very frustrated.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the way that they score, if you think about the Crews' makeup, they're an athletic team. They're a versatile team. You got Roden, who can guard 3 positions. Amude can guard. Roden can probably guard 4 positions, 1 through 4. Amude can guard 3 to 4 positions. Tosan can guard several. You have a lot of versatile defenders, and now that they have Knight, and who's a versatile, tall, and then you have Johnson who can protect the rim. I mean, they're a good defensive team.
Magic trying to beat that good defense here. Wilson the follow and the finish. Now 13 for DJ Wilson. You can see that cut underneath his left eye. In the first half, he was battling for a rebound with Nathan Knight. He got hit up high, came up bloody, and he had to miss a large chunk of the second quarter. Since he's come back in, Reggie, he's definitely made a difference for Osceola on the offensive end.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a factor. And that's why he was a draft pick.
First round pick once upon a time. DJ Wilson picked 17th overall by Milwaukee. Jandre Jones. Shot clock running down. McClung took it away. Magic gotta go. Maddox. Halfway down. Wilson didn't get it off. And off to the 4th. Crews have not trailed since the first quarter. They led by 9 at halftime, and they have doubled the lead as we go to the 4th. Jamel McMillan always coaching, but he's liking what he's seeing. 182, the lead for the Crews as we're up to the 4th.
Years of playing sports took a toll on my feet. The worst was the tear in my Achilles tendon. I went to fix my feet today, and I've been pain-free for 2 years. I'm back to pickleball 5 days a week. Amazing!
I've been fixing foot pain for decades. Don't give up hope. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
The NBA app is everyone's app. Everyone looking for a bandwagon. Every statistician always in the weeds.
Points, rebounds, assists.
Every streetwear king who's here for the drip. Every Nuggets fan still reigning like a champ. And everyone else on this floating basketball we call Earth.
At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
The Motor City Cruise has the ultimate fan experience. There's something for the whole family. Whether you're battling it out with Turbo, hitting the party deck for your birthday, performing at halftime, chopping it up with players, or just enjoying some good old Detroit!
You know, sometimes in a ball game, it doesn't take long to realize that it's just somebody's night. Early on, we knew it was Jared Roden's night. He scored 12 of the first 16 for the Crews, leading all their scores with 28 points. Reggie's done a little bit of everything for them tonight. It's been a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, he has. He's been aggressive. He's been on point. His shot has been going in, and he's played defense as well.
Combined with Stanley Amude's 23, 8 and 17 in red, white, and blue have combined for 51 points. Over half of the Crews' points. Big reason why they're winning this game. Bodies flying to the floor, more physical play. It is going to go back to the Magic here.
Yeah, this is a grown man's sport. You got to be able to take a hit while playing.
It's on Tosana Woma. You know, Morales 11, the guy who went down, he's listed at 6'6". It can take a lot to bring him down. It took Tosana Woma, all 6'8", 220 to bring him down.
Yeah, exactly. And Morales had good hands to get that steal, and Tosan fell on top of him.
Still pretty much a whole quarter to go here. Time for the Magic to make it interesting. That's a good start. Drop off to Hillsman for 2.
And you notice, like with Morales, when a guy gets the ball, he's all right.
It's remarkable how quickly they can get better, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. The ball can help you. Or heal you, I should say.
Yeah. That's another good phrase, Reg. You got to stop throwing these out there for free. Jones. No. Rebounds. Hillsman for the Magic. Maddox. Oh, good. The former Novi Wildcat still has not scored.
Yep. Sometimes it's so hard to score at home. You want it so bad.
Owoma. Graham off the pass from Jones. Graham got a step on Plowden, and he got the roll.
Good job of Graham. Turning back the clock and just driving by.
Graham, a 30-year-old from D.C. In normal life, 30 years old is not that old. In pro sports, unfortunately, 30 is kind of old. Hillsman. Rebound, Boeheim crashing into Plowden. They call a foul on the floor, and apparently it's on Boeheim?
Yeah, they're saying on the rebound, he kind of got the defender out of there, and they want to just watch that. After DJ Wilson was hit earlier, they're just aware of it.
They actually called the foul on Graham. You see that, Reggie? That little
the
right
push on
arm?
Graham. Yeah, absolutely.
Interesting. Mac McClung got it again.
He's a scorer. He's worked on his game, and he's now pretty close to, you know, what we talked about as far as being able to get to 30 points without dunking, and you're the slam dunk champion.
I mean, he's right about at his season average, Reggie. 25.7 per game, and now 26, so he is at the average. But yeah, as you've been talking about, I mean, tonight is an example of why Mac McClung should be praised for his work, right? Everyone knows about him, all his dunks. No dunks tonight and all these points. A little bit of everything from him.
Absolutely. He's showing all sides of his game.
Tonight, no. Didn't get a foul down there on Hillsman.
You see Knight taking those long steps and was able to draw the foul. So Knight shows some versatility. He's had some nice drives. He's able to jump off either foot. He's able to kind of hold on to a Euro step across his body, and he's really showed a lot.
I mean, it's impressive to see his athleticism considering he's not a small human. He's 6'8", 250. He just blew a whistle.
And I think they have either a double foul or technical between Trayvon Graham.
Yeah, I believe they got the double tech on Graham.
And Hillman.
Yeah. Did you see what warranted the double technical there?
Talking and bumping, and they're just trying to get a wrap on things.
Now
Now they're going to take Gardner out of the game. Some run for J.C. Hillsman, 27-year-old from Chicago. Played at both Illinois State and San Jose State in college. McClung, the bounce to Wilson. Former Wolverine missed it.
It's rare now that you're able to say one college.
Yeah,
for a
seriously.
guy.
I mean, watching the national championship last night, it felt like half of the guys on Michigan and Washington played for multiple. There's Wilson, who only played for Michigan, drops it in.
Yep, he was right before the big transfer era.
And there's a spot on my spotting board, Reggie, where I put where guys went to college. Jones knocks it in, former Richmond Spider. It's getting hard these days to decide, okay, what college do I put for guys? Because a lot of them played for 2 or 3.
Absolutely. It's the sign of the times now. And got to adjust.
McClung, the bounce to Plowden, who only played at Bowling Green. He lost the ball. Knight lost the ball. Here comes McClung. Plowden for 3. Owoma, rebound. Knight, give up. Jones, popped out.
Yeah, and those are the ones you wish you had back because it hit both sides of the rim.
Morales tried to find McClung cutting, guarded by Boeheim. We get a whistle and a foul.
At times like this, you could tell Simpson wasn't in the game, and you know, even though McClung plays, he's a great player. He plays point guard for the Magic. He's not just a natural point guard, and kind of the last few possessions have been a little sloppy, and I think that's what Coach McMillan saw. He said, "Hey, Simpson, come on."
It's one of those weird spots, right? You're up by 18, there's 8 minutes to go. But as we've seen, Magic hit a couple of threes, couple of stops. This game's not over. Plowden badly missed. Graham contested. Saved to McClung, who was met at the rim. Owoma the block. Simpson back to him. Graham, yes, from the corner.
Yep, and they were trying to draw the charge, but he passed before bumping into the player.
One of the largest leads of the night for the Crews. Morales the drive and the finish. This holds though, Reggie. When you're starting a 6-game homestand, you want to start it with a win. This is a heck of a start.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially considering you play the same team back-to-back. You want to send a message.
Now playing Osceola again. A couple of days. Boeheim drops it in.
Oh, good job. And Buddy, he scored this year. He scored in so many more ways besides the jump shot. He's really worked on his game all summer.
That time a foul on Simpson. He knew it. He was hauling Wilson from behind.
Yeah, he's like, you will not score on me here, and tell Coach about it. And they probably know each other's families and go home and tell everybody about it.
We've talked a lot tonight about the Michigan connections and the local connections. This truly is one of those games where guys will get on the phone after and there will be a lot of texts sent. There will be a lot of direct messages sent. This is one of those games.
Yep, absolutely.
Just over 7 minutes to go. Crews and Magic coming down the stretch. Crews up by a bunch. Great defense from Tosan Owoma.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Everywhere you look this time of year, people are running, and that's a great thing because running is an excellent exercise, especially for your cardiovascular and musculoskeletal systems. But the question is, are you running a safe running program? All too often, people are hobbled by things like shin splints and patellar tendonitis. But luckily, simple things like stretching and warm-up, the right running shoes, and realistic weekly mileages can keep you in your running game. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
Every morning, I woke up with stabbing pain in my feet. Plantar fasciitis, the doctor called it. All I know is it really hurt. One visit to Fix My Feet today and the pain was gone. And even better, the custom arch supports I got worked in all my shoes.
Don't wait. End your foot pain now. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
We've talked about Jared Roden tonight. Heck of a night for him, 28 points. It's also nice to have Stanley Amude back because the man just doesn't miss. Missed the last 3 games, back in the lineup tonight, hitting it from every centimeter of the court, Reg. 23 points, a ton of threes, a dunk for good measure. He really is a treat to watch when he's rolling.
He is. I mean, he can shoot it. He's really refined his game. He's cut out the excess stuff. He shoots threes, he plays defense, and he finishes at the rim, which is what they're looking for.
Morales hits it on the other end. You just saw that Roden and Amude are sitting. Still time, over half the quarter to go, but the Magic need a lot of buckets and a lot of stops.
Yep, this is the time. I mean, if you're going to do something, you have to start making these threes and doing something now.
At that time for Boeheim. Long. Finding Harris. Give up to Wilson. There's 2 more for Osceola.
And you have to kind of watch these sneaky points, these threes and these layups that you see Coach McMillan going with some of his starters now.
Amude, Cazelon, and Roden are all about to come back in. They left Uwoma alone. Knight fighting for the rebound, and they get a foul on the floor on Oni.
And Knight getting that rebound, that's how you stop momentum. You get a rebound, you make them foul you, knock the free throw down. Now just the momentum slows the other team's momentum down a little bit, because if they get that rebound and go up, you know the shot's going in.
11 in the ball game for Nathan Knight, guy who came over from the Maine Celtics last month. Nice catch there on the pass from Simpson. And he draws another foul on Oni. He didn't get the roll, but back-to-back fouls on Mie Oni.
Yeah, and Knight, he's just been a lift all game. He's been active on the boards. He was a good pickup by Ben Carloni and staff.
Nathan Knight, Jace Johnson, a couple of guys who are trying to replace Jonte Porter and David Nwaba. Porter now a member of the Raptors organization. David Nwaba, who was a vital piece off the bench for the Crews, left last week. Gonna go play international ball with the London Lions. It's been a popular team to play for the last couple of years.
Yeah, absolutely. Great league. And Nwaba, hey, you gotta pay those bills.
Yeah.
And so going to international provides a very lucrative outlet for these players.
McClung couldn't believe he didn't get a foul call there. Crews back into the front court. Simpson directing traffic. Somehow, in the midst of all of that, there's no foul call, and it's still Crews basketball.
Yeah, and McClung, he was like, hey, I didn't get that foul, so I'm gonna kind of play foul defense or whatnot.
I'm an amateur lip reader, but what I just saw there from Mac McClung was, come on, man. He pushed me. Come on, man.
Yeah. So there on the drive. And I mean, Simpson, he did a good job of showing his hands.
Bounce tonight. Oh, man, how about that? Little flex after throwing it down. Plowden tried. Knight had other ideas.
Yeah, good job by Knight. Being strong, jumping hard, and great pass by Simpson.
Reggie, you have talked all night about how basketball is a physical game. You got to get in the weight room. That is why you get in the weight room.
There it is. This has been a great example. I mean, you know, of strength. You need strength to finish, to follow through plays, to take bumps, to deliver bumps.
How about Nathan Knight, up to 16 points in the game, and most impressively, 7 of those 16 have come at the free throw line.
Yep, and they need those free throws, expand leads.
And so does good defense. Simpson on the move, step through and finish.
He's fearless. The way he goes in there, you would think nobody's there to try to block it.
Largest lead of the night. Harris bumped and fouled, and Roden is just not sure about that call.
Yeah, and I don't know why. Maybe they're going to see if it was a 3 or not, but the referee called for the replay.
All right, we're watching the replay here. You see anything?
No, I did not. I didn't see it.
We're going to go to break and find out what the call is afterwards. The good news is, even if it's a foul on Roden, it's not going to harm much. Crews are up by 23 with 5 minutes to go.
The Motor City Cruise has the ultimate fan experience. There's something for the whole family. Whether you're battling it out with Turbo, hitting the party deck for your birthday, performing at halftime, chopping it up with players, or just enjoying some good old Detroit!
The future of the NBA, that's starting today. Welcome to the NBA G League. Today, we're panning for nuggets of gold, searching for what's never been seen. Today, watch us set new trends and crown new kings. Today, we're igniting the sparks that's blazing new trails. Buckle up and watch today's G League become tomorrow's NBA.
All right, just to clean up something that happened before the break. Jared Roden didn't think it was a foul call. They kept the foul call. So Kevon Harris goes to the free throw line, and you know what, Jared? It's okay. You have to make a mistake at some point. You've only scored 28 points tonight.
Yeah, he's been highly efficient as well.
Harris makes that free throw, Reg, 1 for 3.
And Harris, he's had a great game as well. It's been an individual game. It's been great. He's scored on pretty much everybody.
That's now 20 for Harris. Simpson missed the shot. Kevon's going to let it go again. Rebound, who wants it? Knight grabs it from Amude.
Nate continuing to establish himself, rebounding offensively and defensively and finishing.
Roden backing down McClung. No good. Garrett trying to go for 30 tonight. McClung. Give it up to Harris. Got the size advantage here on Simpson. And Xavier forced a foul.
Yeah, Simpson, he doesn't give anything up easy, though. It took Harris all of that to get towards the rim on Simpson.
Harris 6'5", 215. Simpson listed at 6 feet 190. Xavier knows it too. Look at him poke up. Come on. All right, up you go. Harris still flexing out his left arm a little bit. 26-year-old from Georgia. Played his college ball at Stephen F. Austin. He was the Southland Conference Player of the Year back in 2020. Which is a year, obviously, we all remember for things that were out of our control. But, Reg, I'd have to imagine so many guys like Harris who were playing college ball back in 2020, their final season of college ball. That's when COVID happened. The tournaments didn't happen. They've always got to think in the back of their mind, what would have happened that year if they let us play in the conference and NCAA tournament, you know?
I mean, the University of Dayton is thinking that. Michigan State is thinking that. I mean, you had those two programs who, you know, Dayton was undefeated, if I remember.
Yeah.
Michigan State, Cassius as an upperclassman, Xavier Tillman. I mean, you had
McQuay
as an upperclassman. I mean, you had some seniors who were experienced that had been through the fire.
Timeout on the floor after that foul on Daquan Plowden. But yeah, exactly. That Dayton team at Obi Toppin, they were going to be a 1 or 2 seed that year. If I remember correctly, Rutgers was going to make the NCAA tournament. They had a pretty good team that year. It is a little hard to remember everything that happened that time because it was such a haze. You know, all of a sudden we went from sports to, okay, other things are going on right now. What the heck is going on?
Teams were in their conference tournament, and I think it was Winthrop, I think it was, had already won. They were the first one in. And Pat Kelsey, who was my college roommate, they were already in. And I mean, then before you know it, everything stopped.
Reggie, I think we've set a new record for trips to the monitor tonight. I believe that is our 5th trip to the monitor.
Yeah, and I mean, this is a crew, they want to make sure they got everything right, so they're going to continue. They're being evaluated too. They're trying to get up to the big leagues as well.
Crews and Magic back at it Thursday night. The quirk of this 6-game homestand for the Crews is they are playing the same team 2 times in a row. The first 2 games against Osceola, and then starting Saturday night, Crews will play 2 straight games against the College Park Skyhawks, the Hawks affiliate. And then 2 games next week against the Lakers affiliate, South Bay. Crews will close out the month with a road trip at Long Island, the Nets affiliate, on the 23rd and 25th. Quick home game against Indiana on February 1st, and then a couple of games back on the road at Birmingham, the 3rd and 4th of February.
Yeah, monster schedule, and that's a pro schedule.
Yep.
So, you know, but these guys understand it. They know how to get their rest. They're pros again. That's one good thing about the G League team being here in the hometown team. You got the access to their facilities, their recovery methods, and so you got to show that you can handle it.
Reggie, all of us have one eye on that very important football game that's being played on Sunday. You just saw that guy in the Lions hoodie. Are you like me? Are you a little nervous for Matthew Stafford making his return to Detroit? Of course, the Lions had to play the Rams. Of course they did.
I mean, the NFL, they said that it's like it's opera worthy.
Yes.
Some of the storylines
Yes.
for this playoff. I mean, it's things intrigue you so much more than just even the normal playoffs. The storylines behind it.
There was a joke commercial before the year where they sat all of the players down and said, "This is the script for the season." And then when things like Matthew Stafford's first game back in Detroit happens to be the first home playoff game for the Lions in 30 years, you start to wonder if things aren't scripted, you know?
Absolutely. All eyes in 2 cities, 2 major cities will be on that game.
Sunday night, 8:15. Nathan Knight to the free throw line after they cleaned it up looking at the monitor. How about Nathan Knight tonight? 18 points.
Yeah, he's played well.
McClung with that shot clock running down. Wilson turns around, lets it go, and misses. Roden from Amude, staying out there even with the healthy lead. Brian Terrell about to check in for the first time tonight.
The games like this are good to get Terrell and some of the other young guys minutes and experience.
Simpson needs a little pixie dust. Not there. Vaudra in the back tap to Roden. There you go. There's your 30-point game. 31 for Jared Roden.
There it is. It's only right.
We're about to get wholesale changes on both sides. Magic about to bring in 4 new guys. There's a give up to Harris, who keeps on adding to the total, 24.
Knight there trying to do the Magic Johnson pass.
Yep.
So.
See, it's got to be one of those deals where he grew up watching highlights of Magic Johnson. He's like, you know what, I'm up by 21. There's 2.5 left. If there's ever a time for me to try this pass.
Well, you know what, in his age, it's probably the Jalen Rose is, or it's not necessarily probably Magic or Lamar Odom at his age.
That's a good
he's
one.
a left-hander. Yeah, and he's from New York.
Yeah,
and
he
so
is.
Lamar Odom, tall lefty from New York.
Amude, kind roll. The Texan from San Antonio, 25 points. Looked a bit like Manu on that jumper, a little bit.
Yep, some shades of it.
Ooh, nice find. Harris dropping it off, freshly into the game, and dropping it to Chris Walker.
Good job by Walker catching and finishing.
All right, here we go. Vaudrin and Terrell are in. Let's see if they can get some shots up. Foul away from the ball. Walker got tangled up with Vaudrin. Good to see Chandler in the game. Winthrop alum. Played a couple of minutes in Texas over the weekend. I mean, Reggie, anyone watching the rest of this game with us, right, thinks, how important can these minutes be? 20-point game, couple of minutes left. For these guys, heck yeah, they mean a lot.
Absolutely. This is experience. So I talk about this a lot. You wonder, you hear it being thrown around, hey, you need experience, you need experience. Well, what does that really mean? In my opinion, this minute 54 seconds to Vaudrin or Terrell or some young player who needs experience, you have a chance to know what something feels like. So let's say you guard somebody this play and you can cut him off or he does some move. If you really rationalize what just happened, you can say, okay, I know what that feels like now. And now it's not foreign to you. Or you can play this minute and just goof off and shoot a couple shots and just chase. And the minute 54 seconds was just cardio. So it all depends on how you approach it.
Oh, Terrell had it go halfway down and out. By the way, Gardner on the last trip made the three. Guy from Detroit gets one to go. That time, Vaudrin stripped him.
Yep, and Vaudrin, good job of being able to get a hand on that ball.
Where does Chandler go? He wants a screen. Got it from Knight. Kicking. Nathan will shoot it and miss it. Of course, Terrell's given the effort. He's been waiting for a chance all night to try to chase down that loose ball.
Yep. Absolutely. That's what he does. He never stops playing.
60 seconds just about to go. Crews are going to kick off a 6-game homestand with a resounding win against a talented Osceola Magic team. They were hamstrung tonight. Jet Howard did not play. Illness. He is with the team, so hopefully Jet's all right to play on Thursday. Gardner, former Loyola high school player here in Detroit, got his miss. Battling hard. Another bucket. And there's the cheer.
Yep, there it is. The hometown guy scored.
Ooh, Vaudrin, there you go. Nice fake. Amude to Terrell. Oh, man. Ryan, a couple of clean looks at the three. Jones the rebound. Do they get him one more? Five in the ticker. Let's see if the Crews even shoot it. Stanley will shoot it. And he'll hit it because, of course.
He hasn't. Has he hit the rim today?
I don't think so. That is now 28 in Stanley Amude's return. Harris one more three. It's good. That's now 27. But it's all academic. There you go. Heck of a way for the Crews to kick off a 6-game homestand. First game of the year against the Osceola Magic, and they were happy to see him come to the Motor City. Crews never trailed after the halfway mark of the first quarter. Darn near a wire-to-wire win for Jamel McMillan's club. They dropped 130 on the Magic and beat them by 17.
Yep, a good showing by the Crews to be able to come out from start to finish. They came out rolling, setting the tone, being able to knock down shots, and as you see, they were able to sustain it.
Kiss to the crowd for Jared Roden. Got a sneaking suspicion he will be our post-game G of the game. I need to know the running tally, by the way. Do you think Roden's the leader in the clubhouse for G of the game?
I think so. I know he's been up there a bunch of times.
Jared about to put the headset down. on the court. Joining us once again is our G of the game. Jared drops 31. He's joining us. Jared, appreciate a couple of minutes here. So you scored 12 of the first 16 points for the Crews. Be honest with us. When you walked in the gym tonight, how quickly did you know it was going to be a good night?
I definitely knew it was going to be a good night. My best friend, my sister, my manager is here, so I knew I had to come out and put on a show. I got my best friends here, Sandro Mamukelis-Bailey, who's in town playing with the Spurs, and I just wanted to come out and have a good performance.
So 31 points, but a balanced scoring tonight. You guys have 9 different players score. You get Stanley back in the lineup. He scores 28 points. What does it mean to you as well that in a game where you score 31, it still feels like the whole team had balanced scoring tonight?
That's just a testament to how deep we are and how connected the team is. It could be any guy's night. That's something that Coach Jamel has always told us, that even when you have off nights, the team is supposed to be there to have your back and pick us up. And everyone played a big role tonight, and I'm just grateful to have a team like that.
Yeah, and the last one, you guys back home for a while here. This was the first game out of 6 in a row at home. You guys have been awesome at home. You've now won 8 of the 11 games played here at Wayne State Fieldhouse. Why are the Motor City Crews so good at home this year?
Oh, man, we love it here. The crowd loves us. It's a great gym to be in. It's a great city. And, there's nothing like sleeping in your own bed the night before a game, man. So just to have the love, the family, and just the vibes here in Detroit is amazing, and I'm grateful.
Jared, appreciate you. Great game tonight. Go
Thank
enjoy
you.
it.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Jared Roden, 31 more points, leading all scorers in the ball game as the Crews, see what I did there, to darn near a wire-to-wire win over the Osceola Magic. Took the lead halfway through the first quarter, never looked back, and we're back to wrap it up right after this from Wayne State Fieldhouse.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. We all know that our wives and daughters deserve special attention, but that's especially true when it comes to their knees. Do you know that females are at a 2 to 5 times risk compared to their male counterparts when it comes to blowing out their knees? It doesn't seem fair, but it's true. The reasons include the way females are made and the way they fire their muscles. But fortunately, there are injury prevention programs out there that can greatly decrease this risk of injury. And if you do know a female who blows out her ACL, don't despair. We have neat, innovative, minimally invasive ways to fix their knees and get them back onto the field. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
I love running and working out, but my heel pain was devastating. So I go to fix my feet today, and in about 30 minutes, I walked out pain-free and could not believe it.
Even if you think you tried everything and nothing has worked for you, call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
Heck of a night for the Motor City Crews. They led by 9 at halftime. Every time in that second half, it kind of looked like Osceola would get the thing close. Crews would stretch it out, end up winning the game. Reggie, what clicked for these guys tonight?
It clicked to play as a team. Play as a team, find the hot hand. The way Roden started, he never went long without the ball. Sometimes you see players start a certain way and the ball doesn't find them, but it always found he and a Moody. And that comes from, in my opinion, the leadership of Simpson trickling down.
I mean, this is one of those games for Xavier Simpson where the stats don't bug out off the screen. 11 points, but 9 assists in the game, doing the little things right. I mean, the whole roster had a great night, Reggie. 10 of the 12 players score. Yes, Roden leads all the guys with 31, and Amude had 28, but you get Nathan Knight with 18, Boeheim 8, Johnson 8, Simpson those 11 points. Off night for Awoma, the 9 points, but still, when this team's clicking like this, it really is fun to watch them. They truly are a team out there.
Yeah, they are. They like playing together. They mesh well. Everybody plays their role, and it all showed tonight.
Cruz took the lead about halfway into the first quarter and truly never looked back. Powered by outscoring the Magic by 9 in the third to grow the lead to over 20 at multiple points. And they got the job done the rest of the way. 5 more games to go on the homestand. Hope you can join us for a bunch of them. The next Cruz broadcast coming up on Thursday night, 7 o'clock tip against the Magic again. Broadcast starts right around 6:45. That does it for us tonight from Wayne State Fieldhouse on kind of a gloomy Tuesday night. Stay warm out there. For Reggie Butler and our entire crew, Evan Stockton saying thanks for watching another Cruz win at Wayne State Fieldhouse. They've played 11 games here in Midtown Detroit this season and won 8 of those games. Thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you again on Thursday night.
Copyrighted broadcast of the NBA G League may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA G League.